Tears of the Kingdom has some of the best gameplay elements ever implemented into a Zelda game.
It does.
This game is a masterpiece and is a favorite Zelda title for both of us.
One of our favorites.
You can say the next thing.
No, I was going to add on to what you were going to say about that.
It's fair to say that this game is everything that Breath of the Wild should have been.
I have been saying for a while that this game is what Breath of the Wild should have been.
Why don't you just say it? You just repeated what I said.
Then why not just cut and just take what I said
I'm
when
going
it was
to.
natural, rather than you sassing me afterwards? I thought I was giving you options. I am kinder to future Solace by giving you options.
I'm leaving all of this in.
Leave it. Why just do one thing when you can have options? And when you're putting it together, you're like, huh, that went really well. Or, huh, yeah, I don't need that. I could just use this.
But when you love something...
You're not going to put a pause?
Nope.
A little bit of a breath in between your next statement?
But...
Leave a pause. Let me fix my face. You do not care about your editing self at all, do you? When you're here. At all. You're just zero fucks. You're like, he'll fucking deal with it.
But when you love something, you must love it truthfully.
Yep.
No game is perfect. Some things were either oversight or were just brain rot decisions by the devs.
Yeah.
Some of the things on this list could be fixed with a patch or DLC.
But others are more of like, you should have thought of this before you even went to the storyboard.
Think of this as sort of a wish list
Partly.
for future patches, and understand that as we're tearing this game apart, we
do
love it.
We do love this game, but it has some problems.
We're going to do our best not to spoil the end of the game as we talk through this.
We're going to do our best, yeah.
In fact, we're just not going to spoil the end of the game for you.
Yes. We will talk about details that may impact the end, but we won't share those details. We'll keep them vague. So you can watch till the end. Watch till the end.
Before we get into it, I'm Solace.
And I'm Dread.
This is Solace and Dread. We produce analytical content as well as reaction videos primarily focused on Nintendo, Square Enix, and Capcom publications.
Where do you want to start?
Number 1, armor upgrades. Why? Why are they so costly? Why does it require so many resources?
So, to expand on your thought just a little bit, I do like that they made it a little bit more challenging than in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild seemed too easy to upgrade things.
Agreed.
But I don't think my problem is with like the requirements for the upgrade so much as like the drop rate for some of those upgrades.
Exactly. There is no reason for me to clear 20 Lizalfos and one of
Get
them
one tail.
drop a tail. And I need 15
I don't understand.
for
Yeah.
one piece on one upgrade.
It's really grindy for no reason.
That doesn't add fun to the game.
It's not fun. What would be fun is if even if it was just a 50% drop rate, you know what I mean? So for 15 tails, I need to kill 30 Lizalfos. That seems a little bit more fair. Not like 1,500. And I gotta wait for like 3 blood moons.
It's crazy. It was crazy.
It was a little harsh.
And there's so many outfits that by the
There's a
time
ton.
you upgrade them all, you've finished the game. You know, there's nothing left at that point. There's number 2, the fuse menu.
Lack thereof.
Lack thereof. Why do I have to scroll for a full 30 seconds in order to find something that I want to fuse? Why is it so limited in how you arrange the items, and then you just scroll forever?
The filter options is very limited, but what would be really cool is like if you could set your favorites. Like if there was a separate thing of like you could favorite it.
Exactly.
And then that would be its like 4th. Because I think there's only 3 right now. There's like type, like frequently used, and then
fuse attack power.
yeah. If there was like a 4th option of like your favorites,
Yep.
that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because then you could interchange those whenever you wanted.
And then all you have to do to implement that is while you're looking through the scroll menu,
just have that.
like hit X to favorite or something.
Yeah.
Like boom, problem
That would
fixed.
be great.
And additionally, the fuse menu when you're trying to fuse to weapons and
Handheld,
shields, like why do we have to drop it on the ground first? Why couldn't we
Why
just?
can't I do that from the menu?
Yeah,
Like I do with arrows.
again.
which makes it so hard to do in the middle of a battle. Like,
Right.
that's life or death, and I'm game overing.
Number 3, a filter on the map.
Oh my God. The number of times. Okay. The number of times I have used that light blue pin and just lost it.
Oh, you'll never
It's gone.
find it again.
I never use it.
It's gone.
It's a wasted
Yeah.
pin.
I
Because
think mine's still missing.
we found it, but
I think it's gone again.
it took. Every time you go to use it, I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Change it to green. Change it to green. Because it's just going to blend in with the 152 shrines that I can't filter out.
Speaking of, number 4, making us watch the cutscene for getting a light orb 152 times. Why? Why does that have to take 30 seconds or more every single time? We should be able to skip it.
I think it was extra harsh for us because we did our shrines like in bulk. Like we got them, but then didn't do them until like the very end. So,
And not to mention, a lot of those
extra.
shrines, you go in there and it's like, oh, it's just a Raru's blessing.
You
so
are blessed.
you're just
So
going
it's
and
just-
watching the cutscene.
oh man,
Oh,
it was very long and the same.
that's one of those ones that feels like it had to be oversight. Easy
It
fix.
never changed.
Easy fix.
And yeah, you can skip it, but skipping it is still
It
a
takes
thing.
forever. Number 5, and this one is the one, I think this is the one you were the most vocal about during your playthrough. Like, it's not even close. It's the sage's abilities should be mapped to a different button.
Put it on a different button. Any other button. Any other button. I cannot begin to explain to you how many times I am picking up something a boss has dropped and Tulin is blowing it away. I love Tulin. Tulin is my my boy.
When he blows my
However-
shit into some deep pit of gloom after I killed something, I want to pluck his feathers out
This is
one
what
by
you'll
one.
hear. Damn it, Tolan! And then me promptly going to my menu screen and banishing him so I can just pick up my stuff.
Yup.
Because the other thing about it being that button is they got to be nearby. And when what happens during a battle, they're nowhere near me. They're just fighting on their own. And I'm
Right.
like, I need you. I got to now run to you.
Being able to call them to you would be incredibly helpful. Like
Like a whistle?
right, something. Make the whistle useful for something.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
Anyway, having like Riju in particular, like I need her. She is a powerhouse.
She is nowhere to be found.
She's off doing her own thing.
I've got a sword.
Ain't no man gonna hold me down.
Which is great. But I need you.
That's everything that I feel like could be fixed in a patch or
All
in
of
an
those could
upgrade
easily
or,
be
or
fixed.
DLC or something.
Yeah.
Now, some of the ones that weren't so fixable.
Digging deeper.
Yeah. The storytelling method.
Oh,
I know that some of you disagreed with our sentiments on the storytelling in the comments
How?
of our ending reaction, but
why?
I just think that it's
they not get
absolutely silly.
spoiled?
Well, what they say is that if you look at the wall in the room,
I saw the wall.
Right. We saw it. We took
I took
pictures.
a picture of the wall.
Yeah. I don't know that if I don't follow that extremely strict
Yeah.
order that I could spoil the entire plot for myself.
Yeah, I didn't know that
That
either.
is bad storytelling.
That's bad.
Bad. There's no excusing that.
And even if they took that one spoiler one out and only made that one accessible once you completed the rest, I still don't love how they told that story.
Correct.
Why? It worked in Breath of the Wild because we lost our memory. So
Right.
we were gaining memories like an amnesia patient.
It didn't matter as much. There wasn't a giant plot point
Right.
that could be spoiled for you.
Correct.
Huge difference.
Yes, and I like this story was so much better because there was more of it, and it deserved better than to be like piecemealed in memory form to you.
Agreed.
I just wanted something different because it was a better story, so it deserved better storytelling.
Number 7. Dungeons. Are they dungeons?
So
Or are they deconstructed divine beasts?
listen to me. I think Tears of the Kingdom did the right thing by calling them dungeons. They did the right thing. You know why? because the Zelda community shut up a little bit.
You're in the Wind Temple. I'm on a ship. I'm on
a ship in the sky.
I'm on a floating boat that had an actual name. The Lightning Temple. That one, it was a temple. That was a dungeon. It was fun.
That one was amazing. That was my favorite.
It was the best in the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The Wind Temple was just a deconstructed divine beast.
Yeah.
Same for the Water Temple.
I mean, a lot of them still had the divine beast like shtick. Like it was like, find these 4 things. Activate them to then get the boss, which you then it's the same.
They all had that
pattern. There were fun aspects to it, like the Lightning Temple.
Right. It's not all bad, but like
it's not all bad.
Some of it, I wasn't a fan. This is more personal. This isn't something that we would objectively say bad.
Right.
Some of them I just didn't love.
Because I mean, let's be honest. If we're looking back at like other dungeons and temples and other Zelda games, we weren't a fan of all of them.
Oh my god, it's absolute truth.
When were you ever a fan of like 100% of the dungeons in any Zelda game?
Never, ever. Maybe that's us as Zelda fans, but number 8, the currency conversions.
Why?
As if it's not
already difficult
to go into the depths and find all of the zonite, and then you got to go to several different mines. What were they called? Were they called mines? Yeah, they're mines. The forge constructs to then convert it. Then you have to take that stuff, depending on what you're using it, put some of it in gotcha machines or whatever. Like it's too much. Like that didn't. I feel like that wasn't well thought out. I think the worst part of that is not being able to do it all in one place.
Yes.
That just felt needlessly tedious. There's so much more you could have done with the depths. Hell, even having a Zonai town down there.
That would have been cool.
Would have been great.
Just a one-stop shop. Kind of like, if you're going to do as above, so below.
Right.
Kind of like our main central Hyrule location could have had a central hub for everything down the low.
Would have been really cool.
That would have been cool.
Little Zonai town down there.
That'd be cool.
A little side quest or two.
Yeah, I mean, I would have put in the work to unlock all that.
Yep.
Would have. Like Terrytown. Would have done that. Once I finally I usually aim for 90 pieces of Zonite. I can then go to 3 separate forge constructs. And then I can go above ground to that one spot to trade for charges.
Number 9, the repetitive story and main quests. This is a bit of a bigger one. It really killed the vibe, being able to predict exactly what each sage was going to say to us.
What each cutscene would look like.
We were able to call it shot for shot.
You were like a director at one point. Okay, now we're gonna zoom in on the steps with all of them. Up next, we're gonna zoom in on that specific sage.
Or maybe that would have been a good place to put in some of the story context instead of leaving it scattered to memories.
Fucking how about it? Or help me learn a little bit more about these sages. I know nothing about these sages except their abilities. Rauru,
which that leads us right into number 10. Rauru is just a giant plot device.
Rauru who?
I mean, we know
that he is a Zonai.
We know he's the founder of Hyrule.
Yep. He married Sonia. He is the sage of, was it? Light. That's it. What else?
Why is he so powerful?
Why?
Why is he just so able to
How did he come to be?
Everything?
Like, what is his origin story? That would have been cool.
We just needed a little bit more for me to not feel like he wasn't a plot device. It just wasn't. We needed a little bit more, just a smidge. But you couldn't do anything beforehand. But when it's convenient, now you got all the answers. I could easily rattle off another 10.
We could.
We will.
But this is we will.
The dungeons is like, my complaint about the dungeons is relatively small, but there's some other things on our second list that get under my skin.
Why are we doing more than one list? Just so you have more than one video?
Yeah, more content.
Okay. I'm just checking.
10's a nice round chunky number.
Sure.
Let us know if you disagree or if you think that I'm an idiot.
Tell us we're wrong.
I want to hear.
Tell us we're right, though.
Yeah, mostly that we're right. Mostly
Yeah.
be like, yeah.
Tell me you have never accidentally toolined when you were picking up something. Go ahead, tell me.
So is he a verb now? Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. And long live the
The Turtle Kingdom.